Today, we're talking about something that doesn't come up often: the idea that your bloodline or family lineage could be affecting your relationships and possibly keeping you single. Many people believe that patterns in our family lines can impact our lives, sometimes in ways we don't fully understand. In this video, we'll explore if your family history or generational patterns could be influencing your relationship status and what you could do about it. 1. Understanding generational patterns and spiritual influence. The Bible acknowledges that family patterns can influence us. Exodus 20 verse 5 says, "I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me." This doesn't mean we're cursed to repeat family patterns, but it does show that certain behaviors, beliefs, or even spiritual strongholds can be passed down. Think about it. Have you noticed any relationship patterns in your family? Divorce, broken engagements, or difficulty in finding the right partner? Recognizing these patterns isn't about blaming anyone, but it's a way of understanding if there's a generational influence at play that needs to be addressed spiritually. 2. Breaking free through prayer and faith. The good news is that God gives us the power to break free from any pattern that doesn't align with His will. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17 says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old is gone. The new is here." As followers of Christ, we aren't bound by our past or family history. We're free to walk in God's purpose. If you sense that your family history may be affecting your relationships, start by praying specifically for freedom from these patterns. Invite God to heal any part of your lineage that may be impacting you. Pray for a new path and a fresh start in your relationships, free from any limitations of the past. God has the power to rewrite your story and lead you to the right person. 3. Breaking unhealthy relationship beliefs and expectations. Sometimes, what we inherit from family isn't a direct curse or spiritual influence, but rather beliefs and expectations about relationships. Perhaps you grew up hearing negative things about love or marriage, or you witnessed patterns that taught you to be overly cautious or mistrusting. Romans 12 verse 2 encourages us, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Ask yourself if you're carrying any beliefs about relationships that don't align with God's vision for love and partnership. This could include fear of commitment, distrust, or low expectations for a godly relationship. Seek to renew your mind with God's truth about love and let go of any beliefs that hold you back from a healthy relationship. 4. Seeking God's will above generational influence. Ultimately, God's will for your life is more powerful than any generational pattern. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." When you're unsure if family patterns are keeping you single, seek God's guidance. Ask Him to reveal His will for your relationships. God's plans for you are good, and His timing is perfect. You may be in a season of singleness for growth or healing, but trust that He has a purpose for this time and will lead you into the right relationship when the time is right. 5. Declaring freedom over your relationships. Finally, declare freedom over your relationships. Galatians 5 verse 1 reminds us, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." Speak life and blessing over your future marriage. Declare that you are not bound by family patterns or limitations, and that you walk in the freedom, love, and peace God intends for you. Pray out loud. Break any ties to the past that may be holding you back, and embrace the freedom God has for your relationships. Ask for His guidance as you pursue a path that honors Him, knowing that His blessings aren't limited by your family history. So, if you're wondering if your bloodline or lineage might be keeping you single, remember these steps. 1. Identify any patterns or spiritual influences in your family. 2. Break free through prayer and faith in God's power. 3. Let go of unhealthy beliefs and renew your mind with God's truth. 4. Seek God's will for your relationships above generational influence. 5. Declare freedom over your relationships, walking in God's promises. God's plan for you is one of hope and purpose. Your family history doesn't define you, God does. Trust Him to guide you into healthy, life-giving relationships, free from any limitations of the past. Thanks so much for watching. If this message encouraged you, hit that like button, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more faith-based content. Remember, God is with you, and His plans for your relationships are good. Stay blessed.